Hi, everybody. I was hoping to give you a new mic today, man. I'm looking for some better audio quality, but it didn't work. Maybe I should read the instructions. So, a couple things today. I got some mail, and I want you to hang around too, because later on I'm going to show you a video of Gloria finding her tail. The first thing I got was a letter, a short letter from Eve. Thank you so much for that. She was talking about Archangel Raziel. Raziel is the archangel of Jewish mysticism, the teacher of Jewish mysticism, also known as the angel of secrets and the angel of mysteries. So at some point I'll do a video on archangels. I really love them. And I will probably do that on the Woo Woo channel though. But thank you very much, Eve. I appreciate you reaching out. And I also got a card, which I thought the camera was running when I opened it, but it was probably just as well because I was really having a problem opening it. So must have been spirit talking to me. Got to have glasses. Keep them just keep them handy as you get older. I'm talking to youngins. May the gentle thoughts and prayers surrounding you lift your spirits, give you comfort, and bring you warmth to your heart. Oh, it's a local person in Lancaster. Thank you, Kim. I really appreciate it. Kim writes, Dear Francine, may today bring you quiet moments to smile, unexpected reasons to laugh, and plenty of reminders of how many people are holding you close to their hearts, XOX. I really appreciate that. And the card actually says, thinking of you and hoping this is one of your feel better days. Oh, man, this is an appropriate card. I'm actually feeling pretty good today. You know, I wasn't feeling great yesterday, but today. Thanks, Kim. It was timely and I do appreciate it. So today I want to talk to you about what I'm learning since I've had cancer. And I'm learning a lot. I did not think of cancer as a teacher. Not that I appreciate cancer. But if I had to find an upside, it would be about what I've learned. I think that in some cases it's like the lesson of a lifetime. About letting go, about appreciating everything around you. And I do. I appreciate so much. And I never imagined I'd be here. But cancer has a way of rewriting your story, taking you on a detour, whether it's terminal or whether it's not. Cancer just has a way. I've learned to slow down. I haven't really had a choice in some matters. But even though my brain keeps moving and I worry and I do all that, and I'm learning that you can't control everything. So why not just relax and enjoy the small things in life? And I do. Even on days I don't feel good, there's always something to enjoy. Whether that is my pets, whether that is my husband, laughing, games, whatever I can fit in, that is about making the day count. Everything seems to have made an emotional impact. And I know a lot of you out there have cancer or illness, disease, chronic, devastating, the whole gamut. And any of you would understand what I'm talking about. And I hope that you slow down and take stock in everything around you. I think I'll put some sappy music on. Cancer is also teaching me to reevaluate my priorities and the people that I spend time with. Or I don't want to prioritize relationships, but in some cases I have to. If I only have so much to expend and I don't have the amount of gas in the tank that I need, well, yeah, then there's going to be some relationships that are a little more important. And Cancer's teaching me to get rid of the excess. And that includes relationships, ones that no longer serve me. And it also means getting rid of excess stuff. I've really been learning about consumerism and over consumerism, I should say. I haven't had to learn to do without, but the income has been such that I have had to learn to do with a little less. And at the end of the day, Spirit is providing my every need. Maybe not all the wants, but wants aren't important if you have everything you need. It's easy to say, hey, wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't this be nice? But it's not going to happen, and I'm okay with that. That's about priorities. And if I want something bad enough, then maybe there's a workaround. Maybe there's a compromise. You just put it out there in the universe. Hey, I would really like this, but if it doesn't happen, it's okay. It has to be okay. Wow. Cancer and the universe are great teachers. Now, I hate to use the word great and Cancer really in any context, but this is the hand that I'm dealt. Maybe the cards that I picked. I'm not even sure why I have Cancer. It's not genetic. I've done all that testing. It's environmental. Maybe because I smoked in my younger years. Maybe it's the processed food that I ate, and I ate a lot of it. I try to eat a little cleaner now and appreciate God's food. I appreciate whole food. I still eat junk. The addiction is real. Flour, sugar, salt, it's all real. But I really appreciate God's food more than I did before. And it's just not going to be perfect, but it's made me reassess a lot of things about my life and the way that I live it. It's made me reassess relationships, the relationship with my husband. It seems like when I really don't feel well, we get along really well. Chris and I don't fight a lot. We have disagreements, but we don't bicker too much. But I can see it with Chris too. And I mean that perhaps we both overlook things when I'm not well, because we never know when I'm not going to bounce back. Maybe this is it. And I would like to get Chris on camera, or at least his voice to tell his perspective. I can only share mine, and I can only share what I'm concerned about with him. I'll save that for another video. This is about a learning curve. I've also learned so far about the healthcare system. Yeah, I haven't learned just the good stuff. I've learned a lot about the crappy stuff. This is my second time with Cancer, and I was much more fortunate this time, even though the diagnosis and the prognosis is very different. The last time that I had Cancer, it broke me as far as financially and circumstantially, and It was really hard. I was more fortunate this time as far as my insurance being better and maybe having the right doctors from the get-go. The system is broken. I don't know what to say about that, but it is true what they say, that the United States has the worst healthcare. Now, I'm sure that's not comparable to developing countries out there. I'm sure they have some crappy ones, but for one of the wealthiest countries in the world, it's pretty bad. I feel bad for people who didn't get as lucky as I was. This is the first time around I was in debt for all these medical bills for so long. And when you have cancer or any devastating illness and need healthcare, finances are probably the least one should ever have to worry about. It angers me. It upsets me that I have learned things from cancer like that because I'm too sick to do anything about it. I have helped with compassion and choices, death with dignity. I still extend my offer to do what I can with them, but I don't think it's my battle. Maybe my battle is just spreading the word, perhaps so that others can step up, who have the strength and the energy, maybe doing some random acts of kindness for those who are suffering, and perhaps jumping into the system to help change it. My heart goes out to people like hospice nurses, people who work tirelessly to change laws. I appreciate each and every one of you because sometimes it's a thankless position to be in. And a lot of it is volunteer. And I think that if I had gotten a new lease on life here, that's what I would do. Cancer also gives you clarity in facing your mortality, making you realize that life is not forever, and no, you're not invincible. And because of that, there are moments that I'm so aware and so mindful. There's a shift in your view of success, a shift in your view of ambition. And I watch others around me and I see the change because I can compare. Like, I will know someone who I will say was just like me because I'm not that person anymore. Cancer changes you, but it also shows you the truth. Yes, it changes your body for the worst, but it might change your soul for the better. And I can't volunteer for hospice, and I can't do, I did some volunteer work over the years. I just don't have that anymore. And I appreciate everyone who does and encourage you. Don't wait until you're in a position where you can't. But I'm very self-aware of what goes on around me and the behavior of others and my own behavior. We all have things we don't care for about ourselves. And when it becomes a moment of clarity, then you want to change it. There are things I didn't see about myself. Might have had an inkling, but it's like looking in the mirror and really seeing. And it's like, whoa, okay, I don't like that. I need to be mindful of changing that. Does it matter because I'm dying? Yeah, it matters. It matters, and it's not too late. Whether you are sick or 25 and healthy, it matters. And I guess if I were to take some regrets with me. I mean, there's always going to be regrets. You know, one of them will be woulda, coulda, shoulda. Can't now, but I can do what I can do. I can do that. I want you all to look at that. I'm not just sitting here from some high horse, by the way. I'm just sharing my experience and what cancer has taught me. And if you can take anything away from that, wonderful. I may not be able to volunteer for hospice, but I can do this YouTube channel and I can share my journey and hope that it makes your journey better. Okay, I think I'm done with that. You are welcome to ask me whatever you want in the comments below, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the interaction, and it helps my channel grow, by the way. All right. I thought maybe I would get emotional over that, but I did not. Yay. I know. Is that a bad thing? That I don't cry all the time? Because I know that there are people in their journeys that cry all the time, and that's okay. It's perfectly normal to show emotion. I think I've just come to that acceptance. There will come a day. There has been a day or two that I have cried on camera. And it'll come again. It's just that I feel like I've adopted the truth and I've gone through a lot of acceptance already. So I don't need that 12-step program. Because grief and loss, even pre-grief, grieving yourself, it's a scary journey. It's not an easy one. So when I was talking about appreciating the little things, yeah, the pets definitely come to mind. I miss my dog. I'm so blessed to have him whenever I want. But he's being taken care of. And that relieves me so that when I do leave, I know that he's loved and cared for. The cats, I wasn't a cat person. But when I thought about this, what I might say today, in appreciating the little things, Gomez and Gloria, they just cracked me up. And what I want to share today was Gloria finding her tail. So this is Gloria. Wait for it. I just adore these animals. They're such good company when I'm alone during the day. And so are you. I want to thank you for giving me a reason to put makeup on. It's an effort, you know? People say, oh my gosh, you look so good, you'd never know. Well, 2 years ago, last month, I guess, I was still bald. It took me that long to get this much hair. I could use another inch, I think, and I would be back to where I was before. I think I need to make a little hair montage. What do you think? Love you all. Thanks for being here. Really. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.